Hi there. I'd like to welcome everybody to today's Kipcon Minute. I've got a few comments from people that I should keep it to a minute, even though they love them, but 2 or 3 minutes is too long, so I'm going to try and do that today. Today's presentation has to do with the roof flashing. And I'll talk a little bit about, in general, what flashing is, but it's primarily today going to be about roof flashing. So what is flashing? Flashing is a material that's installed to prevent water from getting into your building. That's pretty simple. And it primarily occurs at the intersection between different parts of the building, windows, doors, siding, and roofs, all kinds of things. But today we're going to concentrate on roof flashing for shingle roofs. So there's a few different types of flash that I'm going to talk about very quickly. The first is step flashing. Now keep in mind that the purpose of the flashing is to keep water from getting into the building. So here we've got the step flashing. You can see my pointer coming down the side of the building, and it's stepped. You can see it's stepped so that the water continues down without getting back up into the building. It flows down. The most important part of the step flashing is at the bottom. This is called kick-out flashing. This is the point where the water kicks out from behind the siding and goes into the gutter, because if you don't have this kick-out flashing, the water will go down behind the siding into this area. You'll never see it as it's rotting away the building. Take a look at your buildings and you'll see whether or not you have kick-out flashing. It's one of the most important ones, and it's the one that's missed so much. So next, what's counter flashing? Counter flashing is the type of flashing that actually runs counter to the other flashing to keep the water on the outside. So if you look at this picture, the water's coming down, and you want to keep it on the outside of the building, not on the inside of the building, so it doesn't get in. If you don't have this counter flashing here, the water can get behind something like the step flashing and go into the building. So it's called counter flashing because it essentially runs counter to the flashing. And the last one I want to mention today, although there's a lot of other types of flashing, is what's known as eve flashing, because this is the time of year where we've had a lot of ice damming. And this eve flashing is located at the bottom of the roof, underneath the shingles, so that if you get ice and snow, if it extends up the roof underneath the shingles, then you won't get water into the house because you'll have a rubber membrane here. So primarily to protect against ice damming. It's also known by some people as ice shield. So that's today's Kipcon Minute. I think I went a little over a minute. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day and be safe. This is Mitch.